Hey everyone, Sasha with Zero G Capital. Just ran across this article, hustle.co, how venture capital can harm your startup. This article's okay. There's some data. I like to see data in articles. But it really hinges on one anecdote that I actually kind of liked. It said after 7 years, this guy, a founder called Ben, has an offer to buy the business, 88 million bucks, and the VCs. I guess one firm had a veto power and axed the deal, said, let's wait for something bigger. Something bigger never came. So the reason why I like this article is that it highlights an important point that founders need to be asking their investors, which is, what is your investment horizon and what does success look like to you? At Zero G, we're seed stage investors, and we're looking at a 10x possibility outcome, knowing that we're going to have several investments go to zero. But our fund dynamics, the math around them doesn't hinge on us having any unicorns. We do not aim to necessarily hit a bunch of grand slams. We are perfectly content having a large portfolio of companies that do well, that do good by their customers, that do good by their employees, that make their investors money. We do not need billion-dollar exits for our fund to make sense. So I think what this article misses is some nuance around the types of investors, and categorizes VC as one big player. It's kind of like when people reference the mainstream media. It's like, who is the mainstream media? Is my local newspaper the mainstream media? I don't know. VCs are different, and some big funds are designed such so that they're going to have a lot of losers, a long tail of losers, and they need a few big winners to make up for all the losers. So that's okay. Those funds invest in companies that need funding that otherwise wouldn't get funding. It's important to know, are you being invested in by that type of fund? Or are you being invested in a fund that looks at itself more along the lines of high-risk growth equity? So happy to talk more about that in detail. Always be skeptical of articles that generalize any group of people, including VCs.